E3 is coming up, so I'm going to be making a video about games we might see at E3. We probably won't see that much Sword and Shield because they're planning a Sword and Shield Pokemon Sword and Shield Direct, so we probably won't get that much Sword and Shield info because they're planning Pokemon Sword and Shield Direct a couple days before E3. But a game that we might, I'm going to talk about games we know are coming out. We just don't. No one's just told us about anymore. Just no one's told us about. And games games I think will happen at E3. New games that will be announced. A game that I think is very likely to be talked about at E3 is Luigis Mansion. I think the release date will be October because it's Halloween and if you play the Luigi Mansion game, you'd understand. So I think they'll talk about Luigi's Mansion 3 at E3. Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is a game that they announced in a direct. And they use that to announce Emblem Smash. And they haven't really talked about the new Animal Crossing game at all. So I think they'll talk about Animal Crossing at E3. The new Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening remake. It's hard to decide. They announced the Legend of Zelda game, Link's Awakening. It's a remake, and I think they're gonna talk about that. I think because they haven't really talked about it that much. They announced it at a direct and didn't say anything after the direct. They haven't talked about it at all. All there is a trailer, and it's hard to choose the release date for Link's Awakening because I think Link's Awakening will come out in December. Now, Fire Emblem Treehouse is a game that I think will come out in July. The reason I think July is they're almost almost finished with the game anyways. Like there's gameplay already, and that's why I think Fire Emblem Treehouse will come out July very soon, just like 1 month actually. And also that's now I'm talking about games we don't know about, but I think will be announced. Persona 5 for the Switch. I know a spin-off Persona game is already announced for the Switch, but we have Joker and Smash, and I really hope and think that they're gonna we have Joker and Smash, so I really think that they will put Persona 5, the game Joker's in, on the Switch. Pikmin 4. 2 years ago, they were talking about how Pikmin 4 is in development. That was 2 years ago. So I think we're ready for a trailer because it's been 2 years. It's been 2 years, and I think it will come out soon because they've been working on it for 2 years. A new Mario game. Either this is a spin-off or not. If this is a spin-off, I think this would be Mario Strikers or Golf. If it's not a spin-off, it could be Mario. I don't think Mario Galaxy 3 is pretty much. No, everyone's hoping for it. It will never happen, though. We all know that. But I think Mario Odyssey 2 or a new title. They did, but I think probably Mario Odyssey 2. This is probably the least likely, but SNES games for Nintendo Online. This is more something I just hope instead of something I want. But I really hope they make the online thing, not just NES games, SNES games too. This is not likely, but this is something I really hope, and I hope it happens. It is a little likely. In the final thing, Smash Ultimate DLC. Now, Smash Ultimate DLC is just probably the most likely thing, if not one of the most likely things, if not the most likely thing. Smash DLC is just, I've already made a video about why they're gonna announce a character at E3, so you can just go watch that video. So how I think it's gonna work, so we're gonna have Super Mario Maker 2 in June, Fire Emblem Tree Houses in July, I don't know, maybe Pikmin 4 in August, maybe Pikmin 4 maybe in August, or maybe Persona 5 to the Switch in August. Or a new Mario spin-off game in August. I don't know. August is probably going to be a different game that they haven't announced yet. September is going to be Animal Crossing. October, I think it's going to be Luigis Mansion 3. November, it's probably going to be Sword and Shield. A lot of Pokemon games have been released in November. An example is Omega Ruby and Sapphire, and a lot of Pokemon games come out in November. And for the Link's Awakening remake, I think December. Maybe the first week of December, not too late in December, but yep, I think December. So these are my predictions for games we might see at E3. They're probably going to talk about a little bit of Mario, talk a little bit about Mario and Mario games, and talk a little bit about Mario Maker 2, because Mario Maker 2, but because they haven't talked about everything about Mario Maker 2, probably just going to be very quickly just talk about like stuff they haven't talked about, and the next Mario Maker 2 game mode, because we all know there's going to be another one, either it's DLC or not. And comment down below what game you think, what games do you think Nintendo are going to talk about at E3.